everybody? How y'all doing? How you doing? Guess what time it is? Time for the weekend forecast. Weekend forecast time for all my signs. I forgot to put the title on this, didn't I? I wonder, am I able to edit that while I'm live? Let me see real quick, y'all. Weekend forecast time. Let me see if I'm able to edit that. I don't think I put the title in. But at least I'm early. I'm early because tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, let me edit that real quick. Okay. Hang on, y'all. My bad. Oh, signs. Weekend forecast. Okay. All right, my bad, y'all. So, for those of you in need of a personal reading, the information is in the description. And don't forget, y'all, Saturday going to be the very first day of my new weekly live $25 readings here on this channel. I ain't never done that on this channel before. We're doing new shit for 2025. You can pre-order that on my website. The ones that come in first get read first. It's going to be very similar to the 2222s in that if you want to, you can pre-order. And if you don't want to sit around the live streams, because it's probably going to be more than one, waiting on your reading, you don't have to. All you got to do is come back later when the playback is posted and check the comments. All the readings will be timestamped in the comments, okay? But if you want a pre-recorded reading right now, for the time being, I am doing same day 24-hour readings only until further notice. Can't promise you when that's going to change. I don't know if it'll change sometime soon or fucking a ways down the line. The last time I had to switch over to that, because of the things I had going on behind the scenes, it stayed that way for like 8 months before I was able to change it back. But I don't know. So, all that information is in the description. Okay, I'm done babbling, y'all. Let's jump into this. Let's see. What are the messages for Aries for the weekend? Let's get a little overview. I'm just going to see what wants to come through. And I'm going to base the rest of the readings on how the Aries reading goes. There y'all are. What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in. All right, let's see. Boom! Uh-oh, world card reversed. So, man, there's some unfinished business. I am seeing communication coming in, though. Wow, this is kind of weird. This feels to me like communication coming in, and this is a little bit confusing. You know what it feels like to me? Kind of feels like to me somebody's just kind of playing with you a little bit with the King of Cups reversed here. Because we have Death card upright, World card reversed, which is like testing to see. This feels like past energy, I'm not going to lie. This feels like past energy. This right here has past energy written all over it. Some of you, it could have been on and off. Some of you may have been on and off with this person, but it feels like a past person communicating with you, just dipping their toes in the water to see if reconciliation could be a possibility. And for some reason, a lot of you are not feeding into that game because they're not coming forward with pure intentions. You know, they're not telling you, I miss you, I love you, I want to get back with you, whoop, whoop, whoop. They're playing games. They're like poking at your emotions and, you know, doing what they can to see basically how you feel about them. And it doesn't really look like things are going as planned. I don't know if you're just not interested or if that you can see straight through their bullshit, maybe that pisses you off, so you're just not playing that game. Or maybe you all are just such an energetic mismatch that you're not even picking up what they're putting down. Because we have this death card here. So there may be a reconciliation attempt, but it kind of feels to me like it's turning you off a little bit. Feels like it's rubbing you the wrong way, just the way they're coming forward. Even those of you who actually are interested in this person coming back, something about them is rubbing you the wrong way. It doesn't feel right. You're walking away from this with more questions than answers. You have much less passion towards this situation than you thought. Okay. Well, some of you dealing with a Scorpio. Okay. By the way, all this is planned. They may, like I said, this person's playing little games, dude. I kind of feel like they're going to try to dress it up and make it look like it's just random happenstance, you know? Like they show up in your Facebook inbox. Like, holy shit, you know what? You just showed up on my people I may know. And I was like, oh my God, I haven't thought about Aries in months. What have you been up to? Bullshit. This is all planned out. Or maybe they accidentally bump into you somewhere. Somewhere that they would know where you're at. Whatever it is, they're trying to dress it up like it's random. I think they've already tried to get your attention many, many times. This is all planned out. All planned out. Let's get the advice here. What's the advice for Aries? Oh, damn. 8 of Wands reversed. You know what that means, right? That means block they ass. Why? Why the block? Why the card of blocking communication coming out as the advice? Why is that? Strength card, 10 of Wands. Okay, look. Don't see, this person's trying to play mind games with you, dude. Okay, so when something feels off, this is a big part of the spiritual path. You have to understand spirituality, manifestation, developing a relationship with the universe, walking a spiritual path. A true spiritually awakened and enlightened person doesn't have anything figured out. Nothing. Those spiritual people that you see who are manifesting and, you know, walking a path of enlightenment, they don't have anything figured out. So when something feels off, don't waste a bunch of time sitting around trying to figure out what is off. Okay? We're going to go through that naturally. Immediately, as soon as you feel something's off, you're immediately going to start thinking something's off here. What is that? Is that you or is it me? Am I imagining this? What is it? You kind of have this tendency to want to sometimes try to overthink it, trying to logically, analytically figure it out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Something feels off, don't worry about what's off. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Something feels off around you. I don't know what it is, but it's off. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's both of us. It doesn't matter. Something is off. And I don't put myself in situations or around people that don't feel right. Okay? Because this person ain't doing nothing but playing mind games with you. And at the end of the day, what's that going to eventually end up resulting in? Drama. Drama. That's it. It's going to pop off into a bunch of drama. All right, Taurus. What are the messages for Taurus for the weekend? Universe. Messages for Taurus. Uh-oh, King of Wands reversed. Okay, so check this out. Everybody, I don't care what your sign is. Every time I do a weekly or weekend forecast, usually about 85 to 90% of the time, there's one big general theme that all of the signs share in common. And it's always something different. Now, I have a bunch of different tarot decks here, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 decks I currently have on my table right now. Don't matter what deck I pull from, there's a general theme that 10 of the 12 signs will share in common. I'm having a funny feeling people playing games is going to be a big theme this weekend. These kings reverse keep coming out, man. Every king reverse plays a different kind of game. I would say the King of Wands reverse is just a fucking game player in general. Just a player. Straight up player. The King of Swords reverse likes to play mind games. The King of Cups reversed is an emotional manipulator. The King of Pentacles manipulates you with like finances and shit, you know? They try to lure you in like with their money or a really low vibe King of Pentacles reversed will like do big favors for you you didn't ask them to do and then hang it over your head later and play the victim, making you look like the greedy, selfish asshole, you know? Anyway, I'm kind of trailing off. Look at all these kings I'm getting in the reverse here. I'm seeing communication come in. It kind of looks like new communication as well. Kind of looks like new communication. And I don't know, for some of you, I think there's past and new energy in here, but I don't see a past person coming in. I do see some past energy stuck to you, but I'm thinking this is new communication coming in. And King of Cups and Wands reversed, 7 of Cups. Yeah, this is definitely somebody playing the field, fucking around, playing games. And I'm thinking you know that. I'm thinking you can feel it. But you're in communication with somebody. It could be a Pisces for some of you. Also have Cancer here. Something is making your spidey senses tingle. Look, my whole career, every time I read for Taurus, what card comes out? The Empress. That's the Taurus card too, by the way. Anyway, though, something's triggering your defenses here. Something doesn't quite feel right about this situation. So I'm thinking you're keeping this person at a little bit of an arm's distance while you check out what their intentions are. I'm not even really thinking, though, that you're all that interested in them. And a lot of you aren't even interested in something new. I feel like there's a lot of you who are still attached to a past person. There's really heavy past person energy in here, but I don't think I'm seeing a past person coming back. Not really. I hate to get so specific, but the energy screaming at me here in this spread is a lot of you are hoping a past person's coming back, and they're not, but there's somebody new trying to make their way in. Let's get the advice for Taurus for the weekend. What's the advice? What's the advice? Ooh, don't let your guard down. There's nothing wrong with trying new things and meeting new people. But don't let your guard down. Do not be afraid to walk away from something that doesn't feel right. At the end of the day, anything that feels like it's pulling you off your path or distracting you from your goals or just distracting you from your path in general, don't be afraid to walk away from it. There's a time and a place to be guarded. There's a time and a place to let your guard down. Whenever especially somebody that's love bombing you, if you start getting love bombed, watch out for that. Watch out for that. So my love bombing you, look, I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care why you're watching this video. If you connect with a new person and you immediately feel like the most special fucking human being that ever walked the face of this earth, and you can't really put a finger on why exactly. You know, there's just some people, they know exactly what to say, they know how to say it, they know the tone inflection, the facial expressions, the movements that'll just melt you like fucking butter and just make you feel like you're floating on cloud nine, like you're the most amazing human being that ever walked the face of this earth. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. I'm not saying run. I'm not saying that. But pay attention. Pay really, 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 really close attention. 9 times out of 10, you're being manipulated. Not always, but way more often than not. All right. Gemini. What are the messages for the Gemini family for the weekend? Messages for the Gemini fam, man. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Oh, man, there's a situation. Man, I'm not going to lie. Look, before I say it, I'm going to show you the cards. Death card upright, Tower card reverse. What's that? What's that? On and off. I know not all of you have been on and off with this person, but this has on and off written all over it. You're doing the best that you can to try to keep your head above water so you can get plenty of air so you can think straight. Because you don't know whether or not to keep this connection going or just give up and throw in the white towel. What did I say earlier? What did I say? It looks like the theme that most of the signs are sharing. Game playing ass, manipulative ass fucking people. So some of you could be contemplating reconciling with a past person. Others of you could be contemplating ending a current situation. But I think this is starting to kind of screw with your mental health. Kind of screwing with your mental health a little bit, dude. Yeah, I'm keep getting back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You know, I don't know. Death card, Tower card reversed. Emperor, 6 of Swords. This don't make no sense, man. Temperance, King of Cups reversed. 3 of Swords. Some of you are losing sleep over this. This is screwing with your head, isn't it? This is starting to mess with your head. Some of you dealing with a Scorpio also have Sagittarius and Aries and Virgo. Okay. All right. Well, that was short and sweet and to the point, I guess. Let's get the advice for Gemini, I guess. Let's get the advice. What's the best advice? Ooh, put your foot down, boy. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Hang on. Okay, I'm going to give you the advice in the form of a question. A question for you to ask yourself so that you can come up with your own advice for yourself. If being directly connected to a person directly results in destroying your vibe, Does that sound like the one person the universe picked for you? If me being directly connected to you results in me losing sleep at night, feeling anxious most of the time, questioning my self-worth, questioning if I'm good enough, questioning if I'm attractive enough, if I'm wondering what I'm doing wrong, and especially if I'm wondering what I can do to make you like me. Are you the person the universe picked for me? I promise you, you're not. Promise you, you're not. So, how many times are you willing to repeat this cycle? And these are open-ended questions. They're not rhetorical. I know they sound rhetorical, but they're really not. They're really not. How many times are you willing to loop around and repeat this cycle with this person? Some of you haven't even repeated the cycle yet. This could be just a new person for some of you. But just ask yourself that question. I know there's a couple of you who have been spinning around the merry-go-round with this person for the last 5 or 10 years. Now, those of you who have gone around the block with this person before, I'm going to tell you right now, ain't nothing changing. Ain't nothing changing. You have two paths in front of you, and they both suck. The path of change and the path of staying the same. They both suck. They both hurt. They're both painful. Which one hurts worse? If the path of change hurts worse, no, I guess keep repeating the cycle. But I will tell you this. The path of change, the pain of change, is temporary. It'll hurt, but it'll heal. The pain of staying the same is permanent. And it gets worse. It gets harder and harder and harder the longer it strings on. All right. Damn it, man. Cancer. Give me some rainbows and unicorns. Cancer, come on now. Let me get some of them daggum dang old rainbows and unicorn farts. Daggum dang on dang-a-lang-a-dang-dong. Let's get a general energetic overview of Cancer's situation. 8 of Pentacles reverse. Oh, High Priestess. Star card reverse. Some of you dealing with an Aquarius possibly. I also have Sagittarius and Taurus here. Some of you could have kids with this person possibly. Doesn't have to be. But this is a very, let's just say this is very unstable. Okay? There's a lot of tension here. I'm feeling like you do have a past history with this person. I can't tell if this is a past person or a current long-term situation. I ain't gonna lie, this energy feels past to me. I think a lot of you intuitively feel like a past person is coming back. You just have this funny intuitive feeling that somebody from the past is making their way back. And if that is your situation, is your intuition accurate? Yes and no. Yes, I do think that this person is planning on making a comeback, but they're not going to do it until they see what they would consider to be a good opportunity. So they're waiting on the right opportunity to make a comeback. They're not just going to show up in your inbox willy-nilly. They're going to wait. Wait for, usually they're going to wait for something bad to happen. Like you get broke up with, you get cheated on, you know. That's usually most past people who are waiting on a good opportunity. They're waiting on something bad to happen. But honestly, this person's energy kind of feels like they just want to see something bad happen no matter what. You know, this person, let me just put it to you like this. They're not waiting with open arms. But they are planning on making a comeback. They are. So your intuition is on point as far as that goes. But they're not seeing what they would consider to be an open door of opportunity right now. Whew, man, it's probably a good thing, too. Probably a good thing. Okay, let's get some advice for Cancer. Let's get some advice. What's the advice? Boom, boom, boom. What's the advice? Pow! Ooh, the Strength card. Four of Pentacles. Well, I don't really think you have anything to worry about. But do you happen to remember those two cards I just held up right before I cleared the spread off when I said it's probably a good thing that they don't see a good opportunity? Well, here's the exact same two cards, same placement, same position. Different deck. These are the same two cards I just showed you. 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands. So you and this person are karmically tied. What I would do if I was you is I would mainly focus on doing the best you can to release this karmic tie. Now, release it doesn't just mean let go, move on, and forget about it. It doesn't just mean wait around until I forget about it. That's not what it means. Truly releasing a connection is a transmutation process. Transmutation means I take the energy and I use it to deliberately create something new. Once I create something new with it, I take the new thing I created and tie it to the thing that created the energy. And in doing that, I redefine the meaning behind the experience that created the energy. The best example of this, I'm going to give you a cheese ball example, okay? Imagine there's this fucking 400-pound dude, and he is head over heels in love with this girl, and he just can't muster up the courage to ask her out. So he spends 6 months mustering up the courage to ask this girl out, and he finally approaches her and shoots his shot, and she turns him down and tells him he's too fat. Thank you, Sheila, for the super chat. Well, this fucking destroys him. It breaks his heart, right? So what does he do? He takes that pain, that hurt, that resentment into the gym, right? And he channels all that pain into just pumping weights all day, every day. All day, every day. A year later, this dude is ripped. He's jacked. He's in the best shape he ever dreamed of being in. And he's looking in the mirror one day and he's thinking back, you know, I wouldn't be in this shape if she didn't reject me. Whoa. She helped me. Now I see why the universe made her reject me. She was supposed to reject me so that I would be where I am today. I am so fucking glad that she rejected me. Yes. And you know what happens 9 times out of 10? Now, here she comes. Oh, hey, you still want to get together? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Nah, I'm all good. Corny cheeseball example, but that is the epitome of energy transmutation. Took the pain of rejection and used it to get fucking jacked in the gym. You can do that with anything that's ever happened to you in any way you could imagine. That's how you truly release it. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your sign is. I don't care why you're watching this video. You haven't fully released it until you're glad it happened. That's when you fully released it. Think about that. And now think about how many people are walking around with so much shit that they haven't released. They think they have, but they haven't. They forgot about it, but they haven't released it. Now think about why the fuck there are so many billions of people stuck on the karmic wheel. Think about that. All right, Leo. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Leo. What are the messages for the Leo family for the weekend? Messages for Leo. Oh, 10 of Cups reverse, straight out the gate. What's the theme? I told you, Kings reversed. God damn it, man. Kings reversed. That's the theme of the weekend, I guess. This Valentine's Day weekend. So there's somebody from the past. Somebody from the past contemplating making a return. Thank you, Linda, for the super chat. Appreciate you. They're contemplating making a return, but at the same time, I think they're kind of waiting on you to be the one to make a return. There's a really, really, really heavy, intense feeling of unfinished business here. And I think you're kind of contemplating it too, aren't you? I think so. But this person ain't nothing but a goddamn game player. And you know this. Man, right now you're just trying to forget about this, aren't you? You're just doing what you can to try to forget about this. You may suspect that they're doing things to try to get your attention. But you know what? I'm kind of feeling like here real soon, it's going to be too fucking late. Even if they were to make a comeback, I'm seeing something totally new coming in anyways. So even if they were to come back, I think it's already too late, to be honest with you. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you how I see it. This looks like it's already too fucking late. Even if y'all were to try to get back together, this energy is fucked. This energy is just too thick. But I'm thinking that something totally new is coming in anyways. Even if they was to make a comeback, it would be too late no matter what. But they're contemplating it. Contemplating it. Maybe what they did was so fucked up that nobody in their right mind would let somebody come back into their life who did what they did. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, let's get the advice for Leo. What's the advice here? Advice. What is the advice? King of Pentacles reversed again. There's a theme going on here, y'all. All my signs need to watch out for people playing fucking games. Especially some of you who may be dealing with maybe like a business owner or somebody who's successful. I mean, I guess some of you, a king of Pentacles in the reverse can also just be a straight up fucking loser too. I mean, there's just so many, but I'm just getting so much of this energy coming through here. Right now, your number one priority is to get ready for the next contract coming in. right now. Okay. This situation, this contract, it's too late. It's past. It's beyond the point of no return. The energy's way too heavy. And you have a lot of healing you need to do. A whole lot. A whole lot. I know it kind of feels like time is standing still, but I feel like the universe has finally shut the door on this situation. So it's time for the next contract to come in. But you have to be a vibrational match to the next person coming in. The primary law is the law of vibration. The secondary law is the law of attraction. The next person coming in is on a different frequency. You have to tune into that frequency before you can attract that person in. And there's still quite a bit of healing that needs to be done. A lot of you are still driving yourself nuts thinking about this situation, trying to figure it out, trying to pick it apart. You ain't never going to. You ain't never going to. You're never going to figure it out. It's never going to make sense. The ego analytical thinking brain will fucking drive itself into the ground trying to figure things out and make excuses to try to put the puzzle piece together. Because what you did was you had a picture in your mind of who you thought this person was, okay? And you have been proven that the picture you painted is not who this person was. And the ego brain hates that. And it will literally drive itself absolutely insane trying to justify the original picture that it painted. The quicker you can give yourself permission to just hit Control-Alt-Delete and delete that picture of who you thought they were, the quicker you can start healing. Time for the next contract to come in. Okay? All right, Virgo. What are the messages for Virgo for the weekend? Ooh, Six of Pentacles reversed. Six of Swords. Some of you are moving on from an extremely greedy, selfish, one-sided fuckbag is what it looks like to me. But the most important thing, for those of you who are having a difficult time moving on from this, I'm being told to throw this out there. You completed a cycle. You completed a contract. There is no unfinished business between you and whoever this is you're moving on from. Some of you may be dealing with a situation where the universe is trying to pull you and another person apart, and you're just having a very, very, very difficult time releasing this. Well, you need to know that there is no unfinished business here. There is not. There is not. I'm seeing a new love offer coming in, though. There is a totally new love offer coming in. But you might not be in a really big hurry to open up to somebody new right now. Kind of what this is telling me. Some of you, hey, look, and there's the Virgo card too, the Hermit. Some of you are just ready to go straight up into hermit mode. Ready to just go in. Some of y'all just want to be single right now. I don't know. I'm seeing a love offer trying to come in. And I feel like this is totally brand new. And it looks kind of like awkward, weird energy between the two of you. And you probably turning a love offer down. Some of you are just straight up giving up on love. Some of you are just taking a break from it. But I'm seeing a whole lot of you taking a little solo path right now with the Hermit and the Nine of Cups. Some of you dealing with a Scorpio also have Cancer. Scorpio and Cancer. Okay. Could be anybody. Those are just energies. Let's get the advice for Virgo for the weekend. What's the advice? What is the advice for Virgo for the weekend? Woo, the Sun card. Look, I hate to sound cheesy. I hate to sound like a cornball. But work on finding happiness in here, man. I know it sounds corny, but dude, I'm telling you, work on finding that happiness in here. And in today's day and age, it's a hard thing to find sometimes, isn't it? The analogy I like to use is it's like you're in a dark fucking room. And that happy switch is a switch on the wall somewhere. And you're in a dark fucking room. You got to get up and feel around for that light switch. Well, most people don't even bother fucking getting up and looking for it. They just sit there in the dark and say, boo-hoo, poor pitiful me. I need a bunch of money. That's what's going to make the light come on. And sometimes they get a big old bunch of money. And it may make them forget that they're sitting in the dark. But that don't make the light come on. That gets kind of boring after a while. Then they say, boo-hoo, I need somebody to come love me. That's what's going to make the light come on. And somebody might come and love them. Same thing. It may make them kind of forget about the fact that they're sitting in the dark. But after a while, that feeling kind of wears off and you realize you're still sitting in the dark. You got to get up and feel around for that light switch. And sometimes it can be a big old ass goddamn room. You got to feel for it. You got to go in there and feel for it. If you feel for it, you'll eventually find it. And you'll flip that sumbitch on, and that light will pop on. You'll be like, dude, holy fuck. I found the fucking happy switch. But unfortunately, them bulbs, they don't make bulbs very good in today's day and age, do they? So you flip it on and yeah, it might be on for a day or two and then pop. Then you gotta change the bulb in the dark. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Trust me, man. I get it. It's tough. It's tricky. But there ain't nothing wrong with taking a little solo path. Keep your options open, okay? But don't attach yourself to anybody right now. Mainly focus on your vibration. The primary law is the law of vibration. Go on a little solo path. If I was you, which I've been you, I've been where you are, what I would do, what I did do, I've done this before, I would be willing to dedicate all of 2025 to nothing but healing, evolving, transforming, turning into a different person. Man, by the time 2025 is over, everybody gonna have to get to know me all over again. Everybody gonna have to. My family ain't gonna recognize me. And I would at least go into it with those intentions. Where will that lead you? Who knows? That's the fun part. Will it take all of 2025? Who knows? Everybody's different. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But that's what I would be doing. More than likely, if you really dedicate yourself to it, and I mean really dedicate yourself to it. There ain't no backup plans. Ain't no maybe this, maybe that. You hit that path and you hit that path running. Less than 6 months. You'll find yourself in situations that kind of blow your mind. You'll be attracting people into your life that you never thought you would attract into your life. And eventually you will attract a person into your life that blows the boundaries of anything you ever thought possible. You're in a good spot. You are in a good spot, believe it or not. All right, Libra. 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 Uh-oh, Queen of Wands reversed. Hangman. Okay. Well, kind of feels like a situation where somebody is waiting on communication. But whoever this is, I think they're a little bit nervous to reach out to you. Because for some reason, it appears as though you don't give two diddly dog shits about their existence. Why do they think that? I don't know. I don't know. Do you? Maybe some of you are like, well, it's because I don't. I don't know. Or are you just doing a really good job of making it look like you don't give two diddly dog shits about their existence? That's what they think, though, for some reason. So they're a little bit nervous to come forward and reach out. A little bit nervous. But I think you kind of intuitively feel like you're going to hear from them any day now. You can kind of feel it. You can tell this person they have an energy cord very tightly wrapped around you. Is your intuition correct? Yes and no. Yes and no. The biggest thing is they just think that you don't care about them. And again, I'm going to leave that up to you to determine why they feel that way. Maybe you gave them reason. Maybe they just tripping. I don't fucking know. But I think you're starting new and starting fresh. You are starting new and starting fresh. Death card. Yeah, you're starting a whole new cycle right now. You are right smack dab in the middle, especially with this full moon. You're beginning a whole new cycle. Whole new cycle. So, well, it doesn't really say anything new is coming in. It doesn't say that, but it does say that not just a cycle with a person, okay, but a big cycle in general. Just a whole general cycle. You're taking a timeline